I want to share something, people. You know, this is in Spain, in Granada, right at a beach. We spent last night here, and also we are here now again in the morning. Let me see the time. Sorry, the time is after 1, about quarter past 1, roughly. And look at this weather. The sun shining out. I never see something like this here, you know. Yeah, look around. I sure say I never see something like this. It's like a winter mist or fog or whatever it is. I never see something like this here. Even on the mountain, oh, there's a cloud over there. Then the next minute again, look here. Nice and clear and blue sea, sun shining very well, you know. So I don't know what that's about anyway. It's very unusual. If he said on lifeguard, it's very unusual to them. I didn't see something like that down there. Anyway, still in Granada, Spain. Nice day though. Look, nice blue, pretty blue sky. Hello everyone, welcome back again to my channel. Yeah, so if you never see this face before, I never come across it before, or the channel, my name is Hugo. I go sing. So yeah, I'm in Granada in Spain still. Last time you might see me, I was up into the mountain. Now I'm down at the beach side, you know, not directly going swimming or anything like that, just, you know, just moving around and walking around. Actually, this was a park up last night what we have, and you know, actually from in the afternoon yesterday I came here anyway, right at the beach side here, you know, and as you can see in the background, and I will walk back and show you in a little while. So, you know, a lot of one might be wondering why I choose to live this type of life. I don't think I explain it all. You know, as time goes on, I will take time to explain what's this all about. I can hear a motorbike behind me somewhere, you know, and assumes it's maybe the patrol police guard around anyway. So, and I have a feeling over there might be a horse, where the horse farm or something like that. But I can hear a bike in the distance, a motorbike. I'm not sure. Oh, there are 2 motorbikes down there, and those are patrol unit. Anyway, I want to explain this here. People might wonder, how comes a Rastaman like this here living a van life, you know, living into a van and traveling around? You know, from a very young age, very young age, and I hope when I'm talking, the sea not too noisy or not too breezy, but I just want to do a natural sound today, because usually the software I use, I can cut off all the background noise and just leave my voice alone. So I want to do a ambient sound behind my speech today, or my talking today. So part of my thing, you know, what I say, I want to explain about why I'm living this type of life. From a very young, I was very fond of motor vehicle, cars, and where I used to live, I live way out up in the mountain in Clarendon, far up in the mountain there. So as I mentioned in previous video, in my earlier video them, where I mentioned almost every car that's our van or truck come to my way, I will hop onto it, because I love motor vehicle, you know. I understand a lot of things about motor vehicle as well, but the technology have moved on, which I cannot really do much concerning mechanically to any vehicle much anymore, especially if you have a special tool them to do that. But anyway, part of my fun time anyway, building my own little go-kart and cars and then type of things there, you know, that's what part of my fun time. Mainly I do that all the time. Excuse me while I scratch my nose. Anyway, so being fond of motor vehicle and trucks. When I came to England in 1970s, I thought to myself, what I really don't love to do, I don't really like to do, drive truck. Not the regular truck, but the trailer. And you know, most trailer, I say all the trailer, the majority of trailer still, they have the sleeping cab, the head, you know, of the trailer, have a bed inside. Some of them are fridge, some of them have cooker, little cooker, them things there. And that was one of my passion when I first come to England. But when I make an inquiry of learning to drive a trailer, I realized at that time there, you have to train up for about 4 years, you know. I didn't really ask official, but I just hear from being investigating few people and asking questions, right? But I heard you have to train up for 4 years to pass that test, because it's a serious thing still. Because when you're driving taking a truck or trailer license in England, you got to really encounter taking an other part of Europe. We have different little rules and those type of things anyway, seeing? Yeah. So when I hear 4 years, no, you know me as a person, I'm not into this long time study anyway. I'm a person who just ready to do my things anyway. That thing kind of put me off really doing that type of thing. Plus, you know, you have to go and pass a test in the long run anyway, trailer driving anyway. So that what actually lead I to actually get into this van life. And as I say, in the 1995, you know, in one of my videos I mentioned it anyway, a friend was going over to Ghana, a couple anyway, a married couple, and they have a VW camper van, and you know, they leave it and ask me to sell it, and we just decide to just purchase it ourselves. And from there we're just moving around, and somehow we sit into this park here. I don't remember who come up with the idea, either me or my wife, and say, why not drive and meet the friend them down into Ghana, you know? And that's how the vision started off. And from doing that journey there, driving all the way from London to Accra, Ghana, seeing, and spending over nearly 5 months in Ghana, seeing, driving around that there. It was such a pleasure for living that type of life. So, who never know this before I even built my house in Jamaica, I came and I buy a Volkswagen, the pickup one, and with a couple of friends. Anyway, what I know, some people, you know, will help me build the body part of it. We make it into like a motor home, which it have shower, solar, I set up a solar system on there as well. I may have a flush portable toilet in there, and then my wife and my 3 kids, we travel every parish in Jamaica in that there, and that's the only one in my time I ever see in Jamaica. Even the local police, one of the police when I was actually building it anyway, and he passed by and see it, right? And one day I was driving past the station and he flagged me now and stopped me, right? And you know the reason why it stopped me, to call out the other police them to show, you know, how the van look. Not directly for checking any document or anything like that, for show him the genius way how I do it. Because when many people in Jamaica see how I build all the kitchen cupboard and the cabinet them inside the van there, some people was amazed to see it even look so much better than their home, what they have. See? So yeah, so this is part of my life anyway, you know, and I'm gonna walk back now, I catch up on you, you know. Yeah. This is Grenada, you know, yes, to remind me about over 20 odd years ago, about 26 years ago or more, where I just stay in a campsite, you know. And although people might see me with this little van, and I hear someone mention in the comment before, why you don't buy a bigger vehicle? I came from that stage already, you know. I came from that stage where I have big motorhome, but that was a older version, you know. That was many years ago, you know. So I have a few of them already, and many more camper van, you know. Cause what I used to do, I buy and sell some of these camper van. You know, so what I usually do, there's a place called Market Road in London. It used to be actually a marketplace in long time ago. So what usually happens, people from all over England usually come there with their camper van, motorhomes or carrier van and sell it. And me used to be one of the person who fix up these vehicles and sell it myself, you know. Selling vehicle to Australia, mainly the people them is Australia, New Zealand and South Africa, and those are the main people who come to England and buy those type of van because they are so far away, you know. Buy van, sell van, travel Europe and return. I buy it back and sell it back, you know. That was one of my little hustling in them time there. So, you know, I done a lot in life, really and truly, and I'm very pleased with myself to really go through and full joy in all of these little things what I have been doing in life. Anyway, I wonder if I'm brave enough to go and talk to some of these police that maybe don't even speak English. I don't have too many more space on my memory card in the camera, so you know I only can do a little shot, little amount anyway. But this is a little town anyway, as you can see, hardly anyone around. This is my thing, what in this time of the day in Spain, what you would see, not much people. Yeah, so just taking a little stroll, you know, coming to the town, but there's nothing. It's just on the house and church, and you know, maybe if I go further up, you know, which I actually drive through there yesterday, it's mainly houses anyway. Some of these places just houses, and then you have a next place where you go to the big supermarket, because I don't think they have too much of a side like a corner shop like some other places. Anyway, I was admiring the building in front of me here, you know, how they do it different from even Jamaica. I don't know if them build commercial building different, but I feel it's the same type of idea. Maybe it could be the same routine in Europe. So there's a bell behind me, 2 o'clock strike, saying I was watching how they do this here, like mainly the wiring, you know, inside of the building itself. Them don't do it like Jamaica, you know. Jamaica would actually run the wire in the concrete itself, or the piping inside, you know. Here, so them don't do that there. Them just run the wire from the top. Again, I get a little glance of it in way that you actually can see what I'm talking, you know. See there, them run it from the top down there, and from the ceiling, come down. So that's how them do it here. That's electrical section anyway. And I was watching, as I mentioned in my previous video, about Mara building the house for Grandma and Brian, right? In Kenya, you know, Buoyancy. Yeah, where they build their house different. And I don't want to criticize anyway, but I so sure how Jamaican build their house so strong. I don't know how the other country them build their houses, but I know Jamaica build their house very strong. In the foundation, you have a thing we call matting, that you tie the steel and then you pour concrete in it while steel coming up to lay the block. I'm a little warm now, that's the reason why I'm shady underneath here. And then, you know, I shall find something and explain. I shall get a construction things in Jamaica and show you what I exactly meant anyway. But in Kenya, if it's that regular building or just a house style, not the commercial building, where they dig the foundation and they ballot it with big rock stone and them things there, and then I'm not sure if they pour like a concrete over it or them just put mat over it and start lay block. We don't do it like that in Jamaica. The steel, the concrete and the block, and then after that, you know, you put you start run the block on top of the foundation, you know. So you know, so the foundation is strong. And also tying steel again now, everywhere get a special way of tying steel, you know. How many inches apart from tying the steel, to make sure if there's an earthquake it can weigh and sway, you know. So anyway, we'll get back in more of that next time. Blessed and welcome back again. I visit is about 2 days after, you know, when I first start this video. So it's 2 days after, and you know, so I was actually right at the beach, and now I'm not even nearly in the center, nearly slight little bit east, southeast slightly, you know, but nearly in the center, working our way up across from Madrid. Madrid is over to the west side, you know. So it's maybe about 90 miles or something like that over to Madrid. Anyway, so we up at this park up here, and this park up is right here. Look at this here, much beautiful little place, right? Oh mercy, it's just us. Spend the whole night here. Couple cars coming in late of the night, but you know, maybe if it does, because I'm gonna show you something just after. But before I show that, there it's these bull, you know, there are certain part of Spain you actually mainly see these, you know, these sign, and what that represent anyway, it used to be a piece of something like Hasburn, you know. Them used to advertise alcohol display on those board there in the 1950s, right? And so after a while now, Spain actually banned alcohol displaying on big billboard anyway. But so they kind of use that as their national symbol in some form of way. But the next thing I want to show you, but before, you know, remember I did mention it's on a small little memory I have on my SD card in the camera, so I don't want to run out before I finish this video anyway. Seeing, but before, I'm just taking it back a little bit, because I was eating this mango which we buy yesterday for only €3, you know, for 2 mango. And these two mango, yeah, only €2. But I share something. If you ever anyone know the sweetest mango in Jamaica, maybe it's not the sweetest, but one of the most expensive and the most popular mango when mango season coming around, what people sell very expensive, you know. And this is what left of this mango here, you know. Shame to tell you, because it was so sweet. I eat one yesterday, and the smell in the vehicle haunt me all night. So the first thing I have to get up and decide to eat it anyway, because oh yeah, you know, who know me, I'm a great mango lover. And people might looking at this here now, so what is that there? If I did mention it, this is a mango seed, and I strip it down bare. And you know the reason why I decided to show it to you, because when I was going to the bin to empty it, I mentioned to my wife, say, I bet if people come and see this, them would be wondering, what is that strange something there at the garbage place, right? Anyway, because no one would eat mango down to that extreme there, right? You know, it's hardly anything left on the seed itself to show you how much I love mango. And I remember when I was in Jamaica, and I stopped at a place called Ochi, where down Ochi near Downs River Fall, where them sell mango, right? These type of expensive mango anyway. And I stopped there and I was buying some, and I was mentioning to them, say, you know, I just eat everything natural, from raw food to everything anyway, nothing cook at that time there, right? And then I started to eat one of the mango them, and there was 2 brothers there who selling me mango, right? And they are mango expert anyway, especially East Indian mango expert anyway. And when them watch I man eat the mango, them just stop there and watch me I eat the mango, you know. And they say, blood cleat, him really is a raw food man for real, because they can't believe how them see me tuck in and heat the mango down to something like this. And when I eat sweet mango, that's how it end up anyway. Seeing? But I'm gonna show you one more thing anyway, how they do this place here. Seeing? And the reason why, you know, I don't know, I feel this is a little kind of prayer in church, something like that, what, you know, people used to come and pray or whatever. I don't know what is it anyway, but you know, and I show you something. It's only one person this man come along here, and this black lady here, what she doing her exercise anyway, seeing. But I want to show you something more apart from that there. So this is one of the building. You know, if you know what this about in Spain, you know, these countries are very religious place. So that's the reason why you find all these things. And in the meantime, I'm gonna tell you this here anyway. Right over there is a toilet place over there where, you know, girls and boys could go anywhere, separate anywhere. So you could free, and toilet paper in there free too. So see these bench here, these are the bench them sit. So when a clear night, when like time like now with full moon, but as you can see, it overcast. I don't know what is it cast sometimes, but this bench built for people who can lie back and stargazing. So these are the type of thing you're looking for in the sky when you come sky gazing anywhere. Seeing? Yeah, so this is what Spain is like anyway, and I'm glad for you to join me on all these journey I'm doing and exposing and showing you what I see through my little eyes anyway, you know. And keep support time on everything what I'm on do, and I hope the universe will bless you with everything same way, because it's the universe what bless me in every little step of my life anyway. And I start off with my childhood in talking about what bring me to being like this here. And I'm just gonna give like a sketch before this tape run out. One greatest thing I have will bring me through life, my childhood. No matter what situation, if I have tear but it shows it and walk barefoot when I was growing up, I have the greatest childhood. I have not a regret of anything, you know, whatever happened to me in my childhood. And there's a lot about me personally with my childhood though. But one of the greatest thing, I always been creating any little thing I need, like, you know, my own ties, my own ideas, you know. I want to make a live video one day and we'll talk about it, which I want could question me about all of my childhood, and I can give you a breakdown how I live my childhood. So if you really want to hear more about that there, seeing, just answer the question and say, go on! Yeah, go there, seeing. So who don't know them word here, go on and go there. Follow me up and me explain. You can ask me what it means, because there are new people that watch videos sometime, you know, seeing. And you know, me love to talk in my own Jamaican slang or patois, whatever they call it. I don't even think it says patois, because patois is broken French anyway. So I would say in my own little dialect, you know, how we pronounce things. And that's the reason why I love these vibes, yeah. See? Yeah.